Every year, thousands of people descend on this tiny little island at the southern end of the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Since the early 1960s, Emerald Isle, North Carolina has been the beachy paradise for families, fishermen, and people like me who like a little bit more of a laid-back vacation. Since I was lucky enough to grow up here and now I'm lucky enough to live here, I thought today I could take you on a tour of my hometown and let you in on a few of the secrets. But shh, don't tell anybody I told you. Let's go. To get around today, we're going to be riding this brand new e-bike that I just got from KBO Bikes, the sponsor of today's video. Thank you, KBO. I appreciate it. Now, I have been curious about e-bikes for a while, but I've been a little bit nervous about trying one out because of, you know, the speed. They can almost be like a moped, and I'm not sure I want to go that fast on a bike path. But having a little bit of assistance is never a bad thing, right? This beauty is their K2 model, which is a brand new model they've put out specifically for first-time e-bike users. And given the color options and the ease of getting on and off of the bike, I think that they really did have us Gen X ladies in mind for something like this. I put it together yesterday and it was really, really easy. I probably got it assembled in about 20 minutes. I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy this demonstration of how my first time on an e-bike goes, and maybe this is a perfect e-bike for you too. So thank you to KBO for sponsoring this video. Let's get into it. It does weigh about 60 pounds, so she's got a little bit of heft to her, but I guess my workouts have been working because I didn't have too much trouble getting the bike out of the box and getting her all assembled and moving her around. But she's ready to go, and I think we should take her for a ride. So our first stop today is going to be a place that I actually have not been to yet, but I have heard tons of good things about them, and that is Flip Flop Donuts. They are the only handmade donut shop in Emerald Isle, and you have to get there early because they do sell out pretty quickly, and they're only open a few days a week. So let's get on our new ride and go over there and grab some donuts. Alright, so one of the things I'm trying to get used to is the little sudden burst of energy you get every once in a while. Yeah, that's still surprising me every time I pedal and that happens, but it is kind of nice when you're going up a little tiny hill. The other thing, I am so used to step brakes, and I haven't had to use disc brakes, hand brakes for a long time, so I'm trying to get back used to using hand brakes as well, because that feels a little weird. I keep wanting to stomp on the pedals to stop the bike, but yeah, that's not how this bike works, so. I guess it's time to try one of these guys out, and I think I'm gonna go with the mocha one first. They've got some heft to them. They're pretty heavy. Let's see what they taste like. They're very dense and delicious. I like a denser donut rather than a super airy donut, and this definitely gives that very dense texture, and the mocha flavor on top is delicious. This is going to be a total sugar rush. All right. Now that we have that sugar rushing through our veins, let's go burn off some of this energy and go for a hike in Emerald Woods. I am so excited to show you this place. Let's go. Here's a view of what I am looking down at my control center. So there is the power and the speed and the level that I'm going at. Now we are supposed to have about enough battery power for 40-ish miles, but I don't think we're even going to come close to that today during our little tour around. Here is the number that is the number of assist that I am at. So I'm only doing a 1. Just to get used to having the bike going back and forth, because I definitely want to get used to that first. I also have a little bell here, which is perfect for this bike path, because when I'm walking, we need to hear a bell behind us when a bike is coming up, because we're not always quite paying attention. And here is our gear shifters, which are easy to use. There's the one on the front side to shift up, and then this one to shift down. So that is really easy. And then this little button here is to give you a little extra boost. If you're like going up a steeper hill and you need a little extra power, you can hit that button and it'll zoom you right up there. So when you're going, if you want a little boost, you can hit this little button here and you'll hold it the whole time you're holding it. It gives you a little boost. Yee! Woohoo! But you got to be careful, because there are other people on the bike path, so don't be going too fast. Emerald Isle Woods Park is a lovely 41-acre park that is town-owned, and it is just off of Coast Guard Road. It has quite a few nature trails that you can take to walk around the property. It has a nice long dock that also has a kayak launch at the end of it. In fact, there's quite a few places that you can store your kayaks and canoes if you would like to do that. And it also has a 9-hole disc golf course. And if you didn't happen to bring your discs with you on vacation, you can actually go borrow some from the town of Emerald Isle. You'll just have to give them a copy of your driver's license, or let them take a copy of your driver's license, and then you can just bring the discs back when you are done. I absolutely love this park. There are plenty of facilities. There's bathrooms, there's picnic tables, there's a couple of grills. So there is a ton to do in this park, and I just don't think it gets used enough. If you want to take a little bit of a break from the beach, Emerald Isle Woods Park is a fantastic place to go do that. No matter what season it is, I love coming here and spending time in Emerald Woods. It's so peaceful and meditative, and a lovely place to get a little bit of a walk in. It is perfect in the summertime when it's super hot outside to come here and be in the shade and walk around in the shade for a little bit. But in the wintertime, it's really lovely too. And I have to tell you that I don't think a single time that I have been here have I seen more than maybe 6 to 10 people in one go. So it's very quiet and peaceful, and a great little getaway if you're tired of the beach. Now, don't tell anybody that I told you about this little secret. It's between you and me, right? I am starting to get a little hungry after walking around here and biking over. So let's go get some lunch. Usually my favorite place to get lunch in Emerald Isle is the Captain's Kitchen food truck. They have the best shrimp burger that they just load up with the most sweet, delicious fried shrimp that you have ever tasted. And the people who work there are incredibly nice. But unfortunately, because it is a food truck, they're not always in Emerald Isle. They're only here a couple of days a week. And today is not one of those days. So today we're going to go to my second favorite place that I like to get lunch, and that is the Village Market. Yeah, their chicken salad is mwah. They are open limited hours. So if you are a late lunch eater like I usually am, you want to make sure that you get there before 2 o'clock, because they do close at 2. But they have really good breakfast and coffee too, if you want to go and try that for breakfast. But I personally really love their chicken salad sandwich. And they have some really good specials sometimes too. So let's go see what they have today. So much more than I thought I would. Yeah, I definitely going to be using this more than I expected, for sure. so good. I almost forgot to give a shout out to the Village Market about their cookies. I started this cookie because I wanted it so badly. This is their coconut pecan, and it is my favorite cookie on the island. And they have a whole selection, and their cookies are so good. But if you like coconut, this is the one to go for. I'm gonna finish this cookie up, and then we are gonna head to the beach. Although I love to travel to places by airplane, I am also a big fan of road trips. And one of the things I'm most excited about this bike is how portable it is to take along with me on my road trips. In fact, I'm starting to plan a few road trips that are specifically designed for me to be able to use this e-bike on my next travels. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to fold her up and put her in the trunk of my car. Woo! Take the battery out so it makes it so she's a little bit lighter to lift up into the car, and you just do that by putting the key in there, twisting it around, oops, and pulling it out. And there is your battery. All in there, ready to go on my ready to go on my next trip. This is what most people come to Emerald Isle for, our gorgeous beaches. As you can see, we've got white sand, we've got the beautiful blue-green water, hence the name Emerald Isle, and it is just a stunning beach. We've made multiple top 10 lists for the best beaches in the U.S., and you can see why. Today is just a stunning day. It's early in the season, so it is really quiet out here. If you come in April and May before the holidays start and the summer vacations start, you can get some really nice, peaceful days out here on the beach. Otherwise, yeah, during the summer it does get quite crowded, but it's still a wonderful place to enjoy the ocean and the white sand and just have a very relaxing day on the beach. My favorite spot for dinner is the Fish Hut Grill, and this one is nobody's secret. But don't let the long lines scare you away. This place has the best island vibes around, and the owners and servers all want you to relax and have a good time, starting with serving cocktails to you while you are waiting in that line. Or you can go and grab a cold beer or cider from their self-serve coolers just inside the door. Once you make it to the counter, it's going to be hard to decide what to order, and I swear it is all delicious. I regularly order the blackened shrimp tacos or the fish bites with a garden salad, but the poke bowl is delicious too. And should you hail from the Midwest, you'll be thrilled to find cheese curds on the menu. They also have some of the most creative and beachy cocktails in town, like a passion fruit margarita or a blueberry mojito. But my favorite is the painkiller. And let me tell you, after a couple of those, you really are feeling no pain. last stop of the day, let's stroll out on the Bog Inlet Pier, one of the last surviving piers on the Crystal Coast. It's fun to walk around and see what the fishermen have caught for the day, but my favorite thing to catch off the pier is a stunning sunset. With an upper deck at the end of the pier, this is by far the best spot to sit and watch that sun sink down. You've enjoyed this little tour of the place that I love to call home at Emerald Isle, North Carolina. And if you are interested in exploring other places on the North Carolina Outer Banks, check out one of these videos next. A big thank you to KBO Bikes for giving me the opportunity to try out this brand new K2 model bike. I have had so much fun on this today. And if you've been curious about getting a new bike, this would be a great one to go and check out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have safe and wonderful travels.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.